back again. if y'all saw the first one, we back again. If y'all ain't see the first one, then we back for another week. Episode 13.
And if y'all don't know what the first one is, don't worry about it because I deleted it. That's good. So back again with the Ashy Knuckles because I guess I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Ashy Knuckles. I don't know if they're showing up on camera. Ashy hands. This is the season where I just really don't. If you don't put on lotion, it's like really bad for you.
Yeah, like if you already don't put on lotion, like then it's just double bad for you. Like the camera kind of low, but I do want to.
Low because you don't see the top of your head.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Try to sit back.
I don't want to sit back. I don't want to be relaxed. This might work. Nobody relaxes this much at work.
I had this one job. Well, I had it for 2 weeks, like exactly, and we had to sit on the computer and like type some shit in. I was like leaning back in my chair. She gonna say, we don't lean back in our chairs here. That's when I knew the job wasn't for me because I can't lean back and work. Like it was stressing me the fuck out with this. And it was paying me minimum wage. Like it was just no point to like
minimum wage at this time.
It was probably like it wasn't even 8 yet. It was probably less than 8, like $7.50 back then.
I know. Man, I remember when how old people be like, oh, when I started working, I was making $0.25 an hour, and they were like, damn, $0.25. When I started working, I was making when I was a minor, I remember like $4.75 or something like that. Crazy. And then I went to I remember a time making $5.15. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. I think I was still a minor, but you get that little pay bump. And then I remember like $5.15, like $5.45, and after then I stopped making minimum wage. I just went to jobs that just didn't pay minimum wage. I was, blessed in the prospects that I was able to acquire, I would say.
Yeah, it's like, like them jobs when you was in high school and you was younger, like they help out now. You can say, oh, I got customer service experience. I got experience in this and that. Like you can't really say that I don't got experience in like a lot of stuff.
First thing I say, not first thing, but when I get there when I get to an interview, like, oh, how much of this do you have and this and that. Nothing's better than saying like I got 10 plus years of customer service. Like great. 10 plus years, not 10, 10 plus years. After 10, it starts sounding like bragging, and I don't want to brag, but it's more than 10 years. Like you don't even understand. Like more than 10 years of workers or customer service or whatever.
Exactly. Then it'd be like, what is this? What is this ePIFFany? ePIFFany?
Yeah.
ePIFFany Media. What is this?
And actually,
it's my company.
Yeah.
They look confused, like.
So
like I can't have my own. Like I can't.
A company. What do you do? What kind of show is? I don't. Like. Do you work with, or I don't.
Right.
No, like I own the company. Like what are you talking about? Like how is it hard to understand?
It's like I know you looked it up on Google or something.
Or if you haven't, I bet you will right after this interview.
You see, that it was an actual website, an actual thing, so you know about it.
So this just happened to me, and the way it happened to me was, I was in an interview, and man, first off, interviews are wild. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about interviews and job-related stuff, I guess. But like interviews be so crazy. Like so the interview was good or whatever. But then one of the last things she asked was about like social media. We represent this department and this and this. So you don't have anything on your social media that saying that'll make us look bad, do you? I'm like, no, I don't think so. I use it on post crazy stuff anyway. first off, I really don't post anything on nothing. I just, you know, repost or
Right.
share, stuff that other people do.
Mm-hmm.
So she gave it to her, whatever. So she scrolled down the timeline a little bit. Now I went, I'm like, let me make sure that you go into my thing because when my friends posting stuff, ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she scrolled a good amount, like nothing crazy, but she scrolled a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
She smiled when she gave me the phone back, so I'm assuming that was all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming it wasn't nothing crazy, but it's all I act anyway. But then, like on the back of my phone, as I can see,
that's the red and black one.
this is the red and black ePIFFany Media joint.
This is the blue, navy blue and red. So anyways, continue with your.
So they like, what's ePIFFany Media about? Like, you got any hobbies and stuff? I'm like, yeah, like, that's my company.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, like what do you do? I'm like, it's a media company. We do. We started off as a radio show, and social media wasn't a thing back then. I'm like, but now we do all type of medias and we do shows and this and that. Then I went directly into to get it off of me. I went to like, oh yeah. I'm like, it's more like a serious satellite radio type of a thing. I'm like, we're trying to get shows to come to our network and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I started talking about Ebony J. I don't know what that is. I started talking about Ebony J. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, we gotta. I'm like, yeah, we gotta, because they were talking about having a licensed social worker there at that place. I'm like, oh yeah, we got a licensed social worker, and she's gonna have her own show, and I think it'll be something positive with the kids, and she do groups and all this stuff, blah blah blah. And she heard all that, and then rewind it back to like, so what do you talk about? Like, like on your show, what do you talk about?
Like, I mean, it's just all. Only thing you can say is like it's all entertainment.
That's what I should have said. Hopefully, she watched this episode, and it's just all. This is a character. This is not really me.
Yeah,
not really me. This is just a character.
Yeah, we not real over here. We just all characters.
It's all the act. Yeah, it's all the act. It's called a show for a reason. It's entertainment.
Like we put a little bit of ourselves, but it's just mostly an act.
This is
really. I'm an educated man from Harvard. I have 3 degrees.
Absolutely.
I have a master's.
Very distinguished background. Very versatile. I would never. I just goodness.
I never said anything offensive in my life.
Yeah,
I'm an upstanding citizen.
I personally never said anything like in my personal life.
And I love our president.
Yeah. Love America.
America's a great country.
I've never taken a knee in my life for any reason, including prayer. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in taking knees. I'm on camera.
Oh man.
Okay, back up. Yeah. Yeah. So, I just don't believe in kneeling, and can I please have this job?
Get the job, turn right into right in the queue immediately. Like immediately, like
man.
Getting your. I ain't even gonna say it. Man.
Don't ruin this for me. Yeah. So anyway, so that made me think about like just like, and I don't even want to call it wild stuff. Just stuff I've never experienced in the interview like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like questions is questions. It's always gonna vary depending on where you at. But like the like she scrolled on my Facebook, like, you know what I'm saying? So typically, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So typically, I'm sure that people do that. I'm sure that interviewers do that or whatever. But
I've never had that happen.
Well, no. I mean, I'm sure they go look at your social media, but never in the interview. Like, never like, hey, so can I see your phone for your interview?
I'm private, like, except, like, only thing that's public is the shows.
Yeah, that's exactly. Exactly. So if if somebody was to go right. But I think she hip to that, so that's why she asked for the phone right there. Because if she was to go to it, like my thing would be private. And like I said, I don't got nothing crazy on my page, just crazy shows. But this business is a different business, and you know what I'm saying, that me at work would be a different person too. So you know, I'm just saying.
Like, which is like, I'm just gonna say at work, that's the real you. On the show, that's a fake you.
Yeah, that's what it is. This is all I have. So F this and F that and F him. But that's not me. So this is my character. That I just don't wear a mask. Like it's just
Mr. Straight like that character.
Yeah, it's just a living, breathing character. It's not real though.
I do think about that. Like, man, like what happened if like people from the job seeing the show, which would be cool, great. You entertain if you like it or not. You are entertained. But at the same time, I be thinking like sometimes like the way that I speak on this show is like, you know, the way that I speak to people I really know. So the people I don't know, they be like,
oh, I didn't know.
Like he be saying he might be saying some crazy stuff. He like crazy stuff on the show. And then, you know, when I talk to him about work, he really just laid back, really not, might say a couple jokes, but that's it. You know. But if I'm saying what I'm saying on the show, more than likely not. But the more I get to know you and I see you can handle that, that I might let loose. But until then, I ain't saying nothing about nothing for real. But if I see you outside of work, then I'm letting loose. Letting loose. I can't help it.
Yeah, you gotta be timid, not timid, but you gotta play your part. You gotta understand where you at, and you know, just like anybody, like you got a personal life and a professional life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even them that work where they are in the position that they're in, like if they had like threads between their husband or group chat between their friends, like that got out. Nigga, nobody had a job. You know what I'm saying? Like so. Hopefully, you know, so they judge me. Hopefully, judge me by my character.
Yeah.
Something Martin Luther King. I feel bad for not knowing it, but judge me by something of my character, not my skin or
by the content of your character, and not the color of your skin. See, but it's like, oh man, it's like when. It's kind of hard because, like, with certain things are, you know, we say, you know, this is professional, this is my personal life, but at the same time, this is our business. We're being professional, but then we're being professional in an entertainment way, while at the same time, still, you know, being us or whatever. So if you were talking to me about ePIFFany Radio, like off the show, like I'm very business, very professional. But while I'm on the show, I'm acting a damn fool.
That's the business that we in.
Yeah.
And something else, and what a lot of people don't realize, and I get it because you, like I said, you're in certain straits or whatever where, or you represent a certain thing that's public or whatever, so you want to make sure that you're on point. But at the same time, like, so being on point for that business is just different for this business.
Mm-hmm.
But we on point, like we still got people that's asking us to do stuff or offers to do stuff or whatever. So it's just two different businesses, but that don't mean that I can't do both.
Right.
Versatile.
It doesn't mean that you can't do both. But I'll tell you this: while I was working, you know, I had listened in on basically an impromptu interview, right? So, I had the person on the phone and she was talking, and after the impromptu interview, he was like, yeah, I was just messing around because I was trying to see if outside of the just being professional, is she like cool, a normal person? Because it's like hard to everybody just professional when it sounds like it's some money.
Interview, yeah, of course.
Get some money, but I joke with her, be cool, whatever. But at the same time, they want to see that too. But then they just really just want you to do your job. But then when they try to talk to you and just be talking about the game, like, or whatever, life, like just random conversation, they don't want you to just be professional about, kind of like they don't know if they can hire you if you're gonna be all stuck up and.
Yeah, But I think on the opposite though, people will try to test you and then they'll do the opposite. Like, oh, I got a glimpse of their real character, so I don't want to be, I don't want to be a part of, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. They kind of play it both ways. But y'all listening, like y'all, like, what's the craziest thing? What's the craziest question they asked y'all in the interview? Like, what's the or craziest request that they asked y'all? Because to date, that let me see your phone right now. Like, that was the craziest thing. I ain't said it was bad. Like, it's a good way to catch people off guard and like they profile private or whatever. Like you can see. I'm not saying it wasn't smart. I'm saying that it was that was good. I walked out there like, okay, that was pretty good.
Right, they're trying to find some stuff about you, but
which is man.
Like I be thinking, okay, if I had an interview for the job, one of the jobs that I'm working at now, and the environment that the job, one of the jobs that I'm working at is like it's in the news all the time for horrific and tragic things, right? But if I'm on this show talking about, 9mm this, 380 this, AR this, like I don't know if I would have got the job. Like, what do you think?
No.
Yeah.
No, nigga, no. Especially with all the other stuff that's going around in the country. No, not even close.
I don't think. Yeah, not at all.
Like, but once they hire you though, like you can't just fire me. Like,
you can't fire me for being legal.
Had a lawsuit on you.
Oh man, like I'll be chilling for the rest of forever. And I still get another job just because I'll be bored.
That's true. You know what? Fair enough. So tell us about y'all experience. Yeah, don't ignore us. Like we see y'all we see that y'all here. Like don't ignore us.
Yeah, just write it in the comments.
Yeah, like what's the craziest thing that y'all
because we on Facebook with no job, like just log off the show. Facebook, you on Facebook with no job.
Yeah, you should be on Indeed.
Use your internet and apply to everything. Because Indeed is probably like the best thing ever because you can apply to like 20 jobs in one day and not even fill out one application.
Yeah.
Send off a resume.
So simple. Mm-hmm. Oh, so simple.
Filling out an application just be the most time cumbersome thing ever. But when you get there to the interview, you are going to fill out an application.
Yeah, that's
true. You know what I'm saying? Because that's legally binding. But a resume, like make up something. Make up something so you can get to that interview. But mine is official on my resume though.
I think my interview's pretty dope. I had a person close to me review it and reread and just pointers and some slight edits and stuff. But for the most part, my resume is pretty dope.
I'll tell you about a funny interview that I went to. Like, my wife, she make fun of me all the time for it. So my sister-in-law, she was like, yeah, I know my friend, she's hiring, she's a manager. I'm like, cool, I need a job for the summer. Mm-hmm. So I went to the interview, this was for a coffee place. So I went to the interview. They was like, yeah, you want some coffee while you wait? So it was like, yeah, what size do you want? Small, medium, or large? Now, I never heard, first of all, I never heard in this coffee place they refer to the sizes as small, medium, or large. I was looking like, medium? Like, it's either a venti or a grande or what's the other one? Venti, grande.
I don't shop there.
Something else. But anyway, so I thought that was weird. So anyways, I get an initial interview. She asked me questions. Now, mind you, I'm just looking at her. I could tell she was, she was into women, I just by judging, but confirmed after the interview, she was into other women.
You can tell in the interview?
Yeah, that she liked women.
Like physically, you looking at her, you like, oh, she like women.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean,
she had a very stud-like appearance.
Well, I don't know if I would have said that, but
okay. She just had a very stud-like appearance.
All right.
But anyways,
this nigga said it again. Okay. All right.
If you hear a woman say that I like studs, I mean that's not offensive. But anyway, so
nigga, I don't even know if that's true. Like I seen a video a couple weeks ago where like dude, I was like calling a little person a midget. Like they don't use that. Like you know what I'm saying?
I literally like know somebody who like a woman who says that like
but she says about herself. Then you gotta mean you can say it.
All right, well I'm just gonna say she looked like a woman who like other women.
Okay.
All right, so she asked me, what was the situation at work that what did she say? What was the situation at work that was like a problem or whatever, and how did you handle it? Like one of those type of questions.
That was standard.
So I paused for a second because I really never had any friction at work except this one particular time. So I look at her and something in the back of my mind was like, don't say it. But then at the same time, it was like, say it. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, so this one time, I was at work and, this guy, like he was trying to hit on me. And I was like, I went and told the manager, like, hey, this guy trying to hit on me. He asked me questions like, what do I do on the weekends? I'm like, I just be chilling. He's like, yeah, we should go to the bar and kick it or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, all right, I can tell that I don't know this for a fact. I can tell. Then the next time you say, did I think he was hitting on me? Did you think I was hitting you on the other day? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, I was hitting on you. I confirmed that you like men. So I was like, instead of like being, I'm trying to keep this job, instead of losing my cool, I say, look, man, tell this dude to stop talking to me, saying this inappropriate stuff. I feel uncomfortable.
The classic sexual harassment line.
I feel
uncomfortable, yeah.
So, I told her that. And, I said that, interview wrap up is over. Now, mind you, like I said, my sister-in-law knows this young lady.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister-in-law asked her, how the interview go. And she was like, it just
sounds like he hate gay people or something.
No, she was like, it just wasn't good. So my sister-in-law come to me and was like, yeah, what happened? She said it wasn't good. I think I asked her, like, what's up? So she was like, yeah, I think I don't think it was good. And she was like, what happened? Like, so I told her the story that I just said. She hasn't put me on with any interviews ever since then. Like,
she thought that was inappropriate to say in the interview.
Right, just because.
I don't know. I think that's a valid. Like that's literally a problem, and that's how you handle it.
But just because it was I don't know. She thought, oh, he's homophobic or whatever. Like, no, like this man literally tried. I was giving a regular man conversation. Like, yeah, I like to go to the bar sometimes, kick it. Whatever, like, but he turned it into some. Like, I'm trying to see what's good. Like that's I felt harassed at that moment. So
I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe.
You know what I'm saying?
My working environment.
Like I hate when you in an interview and they ask you, what do you like to do for fun? Like, the fuck you mean? If I say I like to sit at the house, drink some brews and shit, like you gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like that sounds like somebody you can't hire. Like
you just sit at home and drink, or you just
just
drink all day.
But now I watch movies, like so. You just learn how to interview. Like, oh, I like to stay at home with my wife. I'm a family man. Like, stupid.
That's a good answer, though.
Yeah, stupid. Like,
good answer.
Just oh, if you see this coworker stealing, what would you do? Oh no, I would contact the proper authorities.
Immediately. Like, I wouldn't hesitate to let you guys know because. I just couldn't imagine. I just couldn't.
Like, you know how many times, like, at older jobs, like, there's a fishy shit going down? I ain't say shit, because I ain't getting involved with that. No, it's not my... Y'all got loss prevention. I had them motherfuckers catch them. Like, I'm not going to be the snitch for y'all. I ain't paying me enough for that.
Yeah, you ain't paying me to do this and loss prevention. I actually agree with that. I'm with that for real. So Andrew said, so I've never really been asked crazy stuff in the interview, but I interviewed people for many years. I heard crazy stuff from prospective employees. Some people just crazy. Then she gave an example. She said, so I was told by a felon the reason for her charge She was beaten, abused as a she was beaten, abused as a child. What? She was beaten, abused, and the child she adopted. I'm assuming she's trying to say. She drove over an hour to the interview and said we'll hire her because of what she did.
Hold on, so you trying to tell me she was beaten and her child was beaten, but they want to get her a job because of it?
Yeah, that wasn't. Wait a minute. So what was her charge? She was beat and
Reason
abused.
for her charge because she was beat and abused as a child, and she adopted. Oh, she abused and beat a child. She adopted. Okay, I see it now. Oh, well, hell no, you ain't gonna get no job for that.
She beat and abused a child.
Oh, she's not gonna get a job.
Okay.
Everybody, especially if it's a small town, like
you said, I couldn't read it or whatever. But yeah, so first off, if it's a small town, everybody know about it. It's over with. You move to California. Secondly, not only did you beat a child or abuse a child, you abuse a child that you adopted. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's like a double. You know what I'm saying? You never gonna work ever. That's over with.
I mean, you can go you can go to the companies that hire felons, but at the same time, they're gonna ask you.
When they hear that, they're like, nigga, I can't. In good faith, I can't do this, bro. She said she locked him in the closet, didn't feed him.
I mean, would you hire somebody like that? Like, honestly, would you hire somebody who was on some
honestly, it depends on what the job is. Like, if it's factory work, like, yeah, nigga, whatever, pick up these boxes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if it's
feeding animals at PetSmart, hell no.
No, yeah, if it's anything with other humans, or if it's anything with anything that you got to take care of,
RN,
no, like anything that you got
RN,
PetSmart, working at a farm, sharing hay or whatever you do,
no,
like nothing that.
RA, no.
So Andrew said she did not get a call back. Why? Why you ain't hire her? Was that the sole reason? Was it a bad interview, or was it just that? Like that was just it. Like was that just the reason? That was your deal breaker? Like, I just can't. It depends on the job. Because don't get me wrong. Like so, you go to jail, you catch an F, right?
Right.
You go to jail, whatever. You do your time, but then eventually, you got to work again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get it. I respect that. You got to earn a living. You got to be able to live. You serve your debt to society, whatever. Like, so I'm with that. But at the same time, like I said, it just depends on the job. Like, 'cause I know niggas got to work. People got to work. But certain stuff I just
like that's when you make your own way. If nobody gonna hire you, make your own way. Figure out something.
Yeah, but
it's hard to make your own way without a job. Because how you gonna pay for monthly internet or
that's what I'm saying.
Whatever. Whatever for your job. Like
you hit the library every day, or how you gonna pay for your web? How you gonna pay for your website?
Library ain't open 24 hours.
It ain't. Man, like it's hard enough being an entrepreneur under great, you know what I'm saying, factors, under great
duress.
Yeah, I mean, stress, duress. Yeah. Like under regular duress, like it's tough to be an entrepreneur anyway. I mean, when you add in the fact that you got an F, so you already limited in the help that you can get to start your business, and you don't got no capital to start with and no income to put into it. It's just kills you all the way around. Yeah. So, you know, like I get it. Like it depends on the job. Like if it's any type of like I said, taking care of or interacting with any other humans that's not like also adults, you cancel.
Yeah, cancel. Can't all right, so what if somebody, selling drugs came out, they said that they good, would you hire them?
Selling drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You selling drugs, like
let's say you a sales manager.
Yes, yes, that's what I was exactly about to say. Man, you know how I'm not saying that it's tough to sell drugs, but it's also tough to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like to be a person that, uh, first of all, you gotta sell that your product is better than anybody else's, or that you can haggle to beat prices, or certain situations you can be flexible on just to get the business, and then that builds a clientele. You become dependable. Easy, man, easy. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if like if you like you said they got caught with, like you already know somebody's background story.
Yeah, I mean,
And you know,
I'm doing
they hold like basically the whole like the real live whole.
it's all marketing. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm you hired. You hire. If I'm the director of sales, and I can afford to pay these ex drug dealers or whatever ex cons enough money to keep them on the straight and narrow. You know what I'm saying? And to keep them hungry, man.
Yeah, as long as they on the straight and narrow, because you already know when you get out of the job. I mean, when you get out of jail, it's going to be hard to get a job, and then they might get back into that life because they can't get no money.
Exactly.
But let's say they get out, you give them a job, then they can stay focused because they making money. They ain't making as much money, but they got something.
Yep, and they on straight and narrow, and you in sales. Most sales positions give you like
incentives.
Yep, give you all type of incentives or all type of like bonuses where you know incentives, which is what incentives is. There's a word for it. I was trying to think of.
Basically a bonus.
I mean that's what it is. This is the word that they always use for it. I can't think of it. Anyway. But yeah, like you sell the most, whatever, or your sales number high, you get a bonus like that to keep them hungry, and then you know what I'm saying, especially ex street dudes or whatever, like drink that's something to brag about, drink like to brag, you know what I'm saying, and then it just commission. The angel got me commission. Commission is the word I was looking for.
Commission.
But yeah, and that just that's something you can brag about, and you just keep them hungry, man. See, I don't got the capital right now. Otherwise, I was about to make a statement like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to sell the company for us. Like, y'all, you got
job
for some work.
Yeah, we ain't trying to pay nobody minimum wage. Like, if you're going to work for us, you're going to get paid. So, like, I'm not about to hire, like, I won't hire anybody and I can't, pay them. Like, for what?
At least, yeah, I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. Certain stuff, like some stuff we do, and some of the stuff we've been offered to do, is like the money might not be a direct factor. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the opportunity is the most important thing, or the connection that you can make because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Exposure, reach.
Yeah, so
you can make connections.
Yeah. And especially, so while you're young or in school still or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So as far as that, then I understand not doing it for the money, or you will have to understand not doing it for the money, but doing it for the opportunity. Do it for the connection that you can make going forward. And, do it for at the same time making your resume look good while you're still in school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because every year or whatever that you do, anything, you just add that to the resume. You know what I'm saying? I volunteered for this for, like, they don't even ask for how long. Did you volunteer? Yes, I sure did.
Check this out. So, Angel said, did you know that some call centers are ran from inside prison? No.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
I did. I knew that, and I knew that they run multiple call centers out of the same prison.
Paying them $1 an hour. They paying them. They're paying them. The firefighters in California. That's from the prisoners that volunteer to be firefighters. They're paying them $1 an hour to fight fires.
Slavery is what that's called.
But you can really like fighting fires is risky. Like you can really die for it.
Yes, that's why it's called slavery.
Like $1 an hour.
Yeah, it ain't like it's $1 an hour plus benefits. You know what I'm saying? Or so like when you come out, if you make it back, and then when you come out, they be like, you like, I got firefighting experience. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Like that's cool, but $1 an hour.
$1 an hour.
It's called slavery. Is what that's called.
It is what it is. But when you're in prison, you're not considered a citizen. You're a real live slave.
That's true.
That's true.
So was that? Shout out to the 13th Amendment. You Kanye West these days?
No, I'm never Kanye West these days.
I mean,
I can be the Kanye West, the old Kanye. I accept that, but not the new. But anyways,
shout out to Bart. Tuned in for a minute and left.
Was it private privately owned prisons? They making the killing, man.
Oh no, of course they are.
Now election just passed, and you remember that bill, issue 1 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To lessen charges. Like I was really thinking about it. Okay, so they make this bill where you will basically get out for using drugs or I don't know, whatever it was. But I was thinking, all right, like you really think this person on meth is really just gonna stop using meth just because, like, do you really think they're not gonna get 3 strikes? Like, you really think they're not gonna get 3 strikes, and they really, what I'm saying, on a highly addictive drug? Like, no, they're gonna be in there, but then the people would be like, okay, that's acceptable for someone. They did it 3 times, but we didn't give them any type of help after the first time
to get them off of it.
Yeah, then the people, he did it 3 times. He deserved to be in there. Like,
see, I think that was part of it though. I think that
I don't like I said, I never read it, but
did you vote?
No, I did the Lupe. I did not vote. What I expect to happen is Democrats was gonna win the House and Republicans was gonna be in the Senate chilling for another and then Donald Trump gonna be up in another 2 years. And what you think gonna happen? Like, who gonna run against this man?
Oh, I doubt if he run. He probably won't even run.
Who?
Trump.
Oh, for another 4-year term?
Yeah.
That's what he's been preparing for this whole 4 years. Like,
you
think he's not gonna run? You think he's not gonna run again?
This nigga's miserable, man.
I
don't think he was gonna win in the first place. I think it just kind of like, dude. You ever see? It's an iconic picture. You ever see? I know we switched subject on y'all because Angel in the comments was talking about how to get paid minimum wage and stuff.
We're on a new topic now.
Yeah, I just don't want to gloss over, but yeah. But Trump, she said she already sees signs that say Trump 2020. Yeah, but he's not authorizing them signs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but his ass is going for the extra 4. In your first 4 years, you don't do what you do. It's basically campaigning for that next. Then you can try to implement whatever they're trying to do. So that nigga, that guy is trying to wait, get reelected. I'm just saying, who gonna challenge this man? What's the name? The dude from Florida, Andrew Gilliam. He just conceded. I thought he was gonna be the next Barack.
He conceded again. He conceded, then he unconceded. When they was doing the recounts.
The lady from Georgia, she didn't concede yet. That's basically going for a recount. But really, in that situation, it's like, how can you have the man you running against counting the votes? Like,
that's crazy, right? The system is fixed, man. System is fixed.
So I do think you have politicians that's really out here trying to do something, but for the ones that's already in there and the money that they making out of certain businesses that they own, they're not trying to lose at all.
I agree with that. I'm just talking about Trump specifically.
Yeah, he's running again.
That's
crazy, man. If you don't think he's running.
I never forget the picture of Mr. Russ said he's definitely going to run again. I'll never forget the picture on the election night when they told him that he won. Like, he was sitting at the table, like, he looked like George Bush. Like, I don't know what's going like that. Like, how? Like, if you run for the president of anything, you're the president of Ford, Chevy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You run for the president of anything, and they tell you win, and you're going to be sitting there like, I know, like, let's go, let's get to work, or whatever your vision is, and you ain't just sit there like,
he wasn't, but
I can't believe I won. I can't believe I won.
But that's the thing, like, nobody, like, he was the one that had the most momentum. Hillary she was already known, but some people didn't want to vote for her because she was a woman, which is sexist. But at the same time, like people was just chilling, like Donald Trump, like
yeah, because nigga, like no way,
like Donald.
Man.
But then when the poll, rolled by them polls, I ain't see the turnout I seen for Barack, so already I was like, oh, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just
But the turnout for this one, we was out.
It was better, yeah, it was better. Like they made all type of histories first and stuff in the election or whatever. I just don't know. I don't know, man.
I'm just trying to figure out who's gonna run against him. But it's looking like he might be like, even though people say, Trump this, Trump that, but he got some supporters, and he might get elected again. But it depends on who runs. Like I can't say it now because he doesn't have an opponent right now. But when that opponent, or Hillary says she want to run again,
she's gonna run.
But somebody gonna come in and just destroy her.
But like, all right, before we move on to that, if Bernie Sanders would have won the nomination, do you think he beat Trump? First off,
no, it would have been because first of all, he was a male, which again is sexist, but it's it is what it is. Like
yeah, but all white women is what got Trump elected. Well, first off,
because they didn't want to vote for another woman,
which is crazy. Like what? Anyway, I'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, it doesn't matter who would have been running against him because, like, it's been confirmed that Russia hacked the election. So it don't matter who was running against him. Like they was going to lose. You know what I'm saying? But I guess as far as getting closer or whatever, like closer to the next time or whatever, I don't even know what sanctions you could put in place to keep him from doing it again. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. I think if Bernie would have got the election, it would have got it. But
it wouldn't happen like.
Think about it.
He won on one.
But wait, think about this though. All right, so in 2012, no, the first time Barack won, I think it was 2008, run against John McCain, right? Mm-hmm. No, John McCain was ahead in the polls until he picked his vice president, which was Sarah Palin, a white woman, right? Mm-hmm. The vote, like, he dropped so fast. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so long story short, like, white males would rather have a black president that they hate or don't hate or whatever over having a potential female president. Nigga, Hillary had no chance. Hillary don't have a chance because white males, which makes up the majority of the country, would rather have anybody else, like a black male or anything else in the White House instead of a woman. You know what I'm saying?
That's very sexist, but I guess they're not ready for a woman to tell them. I guess men aren't ready for a woman to tell them what to do.
I mean, it's just and this is crazy. Like racist white women always perplex me. You know what I'm saying? Because they always act like they wasn't slaves. Like black people were slaves, or like white women was like slave adjacent. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they were slaves too. Like, y'all couldn't do anything, or y'all couldn't vote, none of that stuff. Like you know what I'm saying?
So they didn't have equal rights in sports.
Nothing. Like even after they got the right to vote, a couple of amendments later, they still couldn't even play sports. And so, like you know what I'm saying? Like so, white women that vote, not to say vote Republican, but racist white women just always perplex me because y'all were slaves too. Like y'all were pretty much slaves. Y'all couldn't own land unless your husband died.
Like you was at the house cleaning, cooking breakfast.
Yeah, that is it. That is over with. Like that is it. That is the beginning and end. You can't buy anything.
When your husband came home, you don't speak to him while you're watching this. You don't speak to him while you're watching this. Leave it to be. Like you don't speak to him. Like don't say nothing. Like
maybe some toast in this toaster oven. Like you know what I'm saying? Like. I don't know.
You reading the paper, don't speak to them.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Like, women were slaves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women were slave adjacent. And so, to be like, so even, and this kills me. I know we got to get back on subject. Give me 1 minute, though, because this kills me. So, you see all these people, and I think I even posted a picture or was going to post a picture or something of, like, all these women, and I'm going to call them white women just because I didn't see any black women there. and they had signs like women's place to be in the kitchen. These are women that's saying this stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when Trump was going through the grab her by the pussy phase, or when Brett Kavanaugh was going through that part, like, oh, it happened, but that was a long time ago. Like, these are women saying this about other women. Like, y'all are really crazy.
So y'all was cool with him. I ain't even mad.
I've never seen nothing like that in my entire life. I've never seen nothing like that in my entire life.
Man. Really, porn stars coming out here saying that he paid me money, and then he told me, he paid me hush money too. Like, y'all.
Yeah, then they be like, oh yeah, but she was a porn star.
Nah, but that's supposed to do it for him.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with
Where's the tape at?
Oh my god, it's the craziest thing to me.
This is Donald Trump. Like,
it's crazy to me. Like, women were damn near slaves, yet they act like, or not even act like, but they, even to this day, they still act like they don't want these rights or whatever, or people that's fighting for rights or equality are out of their mind or asking for something that's crazy when y'all couldn't play sports or vote or do anything. Like you couldn't buy or own land unless your husband died, and then you had to remarry, or like when your son was of age, all the property would go to your son. That was a law. That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's real crazy.
I just don't know. Angel said, if you had to pick Trump or Kanye, but you gotta vote, who you voting for?
Who you gotta vote? I go with Trump because he's like, fuck it, I'm racist. But Kanye, like, he like racist people, like, so I can't vote for him. Like, at least Trump, like, fucking, I'm racist. Like,
you know what?
Fuck. I call the blacks.
Great relationship with the blacks. Look, I you know what? He sold me because I wasn't sure, but even in my personal life, I always preferred the open races to the races that's in the closet or whatever, like the races that don't want to admit that they racist. You know what I'm saying? I take the open races any day.
Yeah, like a racist Chris or something like that.
A racist Chris?
Racist Chris. You know racist Chris.
Your racist Chris.
Your racist Chris. But, yeah, like at least
I can say nigger. I grew up on 55th and whatever. I can say it. Right? No, the fuck you can't.
Like he was about to be laid out in front of the queue that night. Oh man,
he better be lucky he had friends around, because if I was there, he'd never. First off,
you was there.
No.
I remember after the Cuddy concert
at the queue. Oh, I was walking out East 4th or whatever. You know what? I was there. But who did he say it to, though? Because he didn't say it to me.
But what did he say though?
He said something I don't remember. But I don't even remember him. I don't even remember him saying it.
He ain't called me. He ain't called.
I don't remember him saying it. I just remember him saying, "I know I can say it because I grew up on East whatever."
Whatever. I don't remember what. It don't even matter what context. But I was like, "What?" And then he probably said that.
I swear, I'm not. I remember him saying that part, but I don't remember him saying nigger or nothing like that. So I remember saying like, "Oh, it's cool. I can say it because I grew up on East whatever." And I was just waiting for the second time. Like, I can say it, so I'm gonna say it. It would have been Rick James, that nigga on East 4th. Put that nigga in his chest. It's crazy.
But yeah, it's like it's people that like
racist Chris. That's funny.
But there's people like that don't even deserve to be talked about. But it's true though.
That's your man's in them.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Your man's in them.
No, it's not. Never been.
What?
No, never been for real.
How?
Like, what do you mean how? Like, just because we go to the same high school, don't mean like you're actually friends with somebody. Like, you might be in a circle, and this friend might fuck with them,
I'm just
or
saying.
whatever. But I don't mean like you directly fuck with the person.
That's true.
Y'all just together because of mutual friends.
I'm just saying that I met him every time I met the nigga. You was there, like you was through you every time.
But how you wasn't going because he was there in a group, like
Yeah, it wasn't ever no 1-on-1. I'll give you that.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
It wasn't like
I ain't know is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't know because I ain't know. Fuck that nigga though.
So
You know it's bad. Nigga don't get to invite to the wedding.
it's vice versa because you racist. Yeah, we done with this racist talk. Cause man, I could really talk forever.
That's funny.
But,
yeah. So
I'll vote for Trump.
He's sweating.
I had to.
I'll vote for Trump because I'm always for the open races and the races that like races but say that he don't like races, but he's part of the racist person. Like he's part of the people that's being disenfranchised. Like
yeah, so he lower than a racist white person. Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy. Like he's
like you lower than a racist because you support. I don't like you, nigga. You not Gandhi. Like get off that.
Yeah, like, I don't know who you think he is. Like, I don't know who he ever thought he was.
But Gandhi was racist too, man. So it is what it is, man.
Was he though?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nah.
If you had somebody invade your country, I don't know if that makes you racist.
Nah, it wasn't. Nah, come on.
He was racist towards the British Empire that came into his country.
But it wasn't. But it wasn't all racist. It wasn't about the British. It was more so about black people, and people of other races that wasn't what he was. Like he wasn't like free to blacks, free to slaves. Like he wasn't on that.
I don't know about that, baby. I'll take your word because I don't know about.
But he was about peace or whatever. So people, you're about peace, but that's it.
So he was anti-freedom blacks. Like he was against that.
Sometimes you gotta pull out the phone.
I don't know. I'm asking. Like, I don't know.
But I don't want to say it wrong. But
like he was like fuck the blacks in America or.
Nah, he just. Hold on. We gotta get some quotes. Like, cause I was thinking about one of the show, and I was thinking about one of the shows, and I was looking at one of the shows, and I said something that was wrong, and I'm like, damn, that's why we need to fact check some stuff.
I'm all for fact checking though, so I don't want to be.
So the authors of the controversial new book on Gandhi's life and work in South Africa certain beliefs. So South Africa academics Ashwan Desi and Gulam Vahi, I probably messed up all their names, spent 7 years exploring the complex story of a man. Blah. All right, I ain't about to read all this, but like I said, they think you racist.
What?
You racist. It's a long ass article. Like
you skipped so much of it though. Like I don't even know you made.
Got the gist. Like, I mean, why would they think this man? This man about people. So, like I was saying, it correlates with. This is why this man Kanye named this album Yandi and shit, because the nigga racist just like but he racist against his own people. Like he racist against his own people. That's just crazy.
That's hilarious. I had to do some research. I don't know.
That's why we need to do it at the end of the show with Michael Wilbon. And,
fact checking.
We need to fact check at the end of the show.
I agree with that.
Because we be saying, like, sometimes we might say some outlandish stuff and be wrong.
This is all this apple juice, man. This apple juice is crazy.
Yeah, apple juice is crazy.
It's crazy. All right, man. So we jumped around. We jumped around a minute.
So the last two shows we was talking about that movie, The Hate You Give. I still ain't, I still ain't see it at that point.
Terrible.
But now,
you seen it?
I seen it.
Oh.
And I'm gonna get my.
Go ahead and do your review.
I want to get my review.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, the movie start off, and the father is telling them, how to be in the presence of police. Put your hands on the dash, answer their questions, but don't get too fly, don't get smart, this and that.
Crazy.
That's how the movie started off. So, getting in the movie, I'm like, it's basically talking about how she in the hood, but she going to a private school, and then she go to the party, and she leave the party, and then they get pulled over, and like basically the dude that she was probably gonna marry, for real. Hey, that line that he said when he was like, when she was like, yeah, I got a boyfriend. He was like, what do you say? Oh, it's gonna be cool because we
got time.
Yeah, we
Don't
got
worry
time.
about it.
Yeah, that's a line, but you gonna have to use it. You have to use it soon. Like you have to use it soon because a lot of people gonna watch that movie.
Oh, man.
But if somebody haven't seen that movie, it's gonna.
That's a hot line, then. Niggas say that, like, oh.
But anyway, so the sad event of which we see all the time is senseless shooting. So then the movie just take off. It's just you got Common, like he always in the movies like this. He was in Barbershop 3. He had them real tears. Like I don't think them was fake tears in that movie. He had real tears.
Oh, the Chicago version. He from Chicago. Yeah, he was probably
he had real tears in that one. Like I don't think that was acting. Ice Cube almost lost
teared
it.
Up.
Yeah. Ice Cube almost lost it, but it was a good movie. And then let's get to the point because you talked about
everything was great until the last scene.
To that last scene.
Did you find the last scene?
Nah. So the top drug, the head, top drug dealer in the area, and the dude that used to be in the gang selling drugs, they was about to basically kill each other. Dude reached for his gun, is not there. He turned around, his son, he got the 19 on him that didn't fold in his pocket, and he was pointing at the dude, and the cops pulled up, and they just stared at each other. I don't like, but at the same time, you seen the girl was been on TV, was on a riot. Like you can't say that. Oh, we gonna shoot her again because early in the movie, early in the movie, they was like, oh, that's the girl. That was the girl from the shooting.
Nope.
Like, so they left.
Nope.
They left.
Nope.
But she was there too.
Nope.
So you trying to say they ain't recognize her right there?
Nope. I ain't doing it. Nope. I ain't giving you that.
But he ain't get it. But they ain't get arrested. They didn't get arrested, which is crazy. The little boy ain't get arrested, but
nobody. Nope. I ain't doing it. I ain't giving you that. Nope. I ain't giving you that.
I mean, it was made for movie.
That was the scene.
Part.
That was the scene that I was talking about. Because you got a kid, a black kid, a dark-skinned black kid, holding the gun, pointing it at a guy. And they let the girl walk over there, you know what I'm saying, and stand in front of the gun. And then the cops like, before securing the gun from the kid, though, they're like, let's put the guns down. Nigga, no.
Hey, but the kid didn't take it off. Like he was ready to pull the trigger.
The cuz was ready.
He had
Nope.
He had damn, what you call it? What you call it when like somebody you ain't trying to shoot get in front of the gun? What's the word for it?
When somebody that you're not trying to shoot get in front
they call it flag. Oh, when he had flag, right? Don't they call it flag?
Oh no.
I don't know. Well, he had put the gun. His sister stepped in front of the gun, and he still had his finger on the trigger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like he was like, I shoot through you, sis. Like, you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that, I'm not saying that the cops automatically would have shot that kid, but I am saying that before securing that weapon, no way they putting the gun down.
A kid got shot for a brush. You trying to tell me he ain't get shot for a real gun?
Man, no way. No way. No way. No way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was into the movie until I seen that. I'm like, oh. And good thing for me, it was in like the last 3 minutes of the movie. Like, so after that, I was like, just completely took me out of it before the end of the movie. But of course, I got to end on a good note and blah blah blah. But no, come on, man.
Yeah, everything was accurate, factual.
Oh man. Before that. Like, everything was great about it. The thug life, the meaning behind thug life, and blah blah blah. Everything was great, but
you see them kids they got out of school. When she went to school, they got out of school. They wasn't even really supporting it.
Oh yeah, they was like, oh nigga, free day, we out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that was her friend, and blah blah blah. But I don't know. This is crazy, man. It's a good movie.
You see the part when
to the end, like
she had came home from prom, and he was like, "Oh, here go your tip." You know.
Oh yeah, that was great. He started asking that nigga about mac and cheese and stuff, or the brother was quizzing him, like, you know what I'm saying?
Is it mac and cheese a side dish or
main meal?
Main meal. He was like
main meal, of course. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, it was a good movie though.
Mom said I saw 3 episodes of Hidden Colors. What is Hidden Colors?
I remember the last it was the last show, and it was something. I still ain't see it yet.
I thought it was a movie. She said 3 episodes.
Yeah, I guess it's on like YouTube or somewhere.
3 episodes.
But it's like 11 episodes.
Like broken up?
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it, but 3 episodes. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, like I still got to see the Jay-Z thing. The Kwame Brown. Is it Kwame? Yeah, Kwame. That's the name.
I don't know.
You know the dude that was.
I know Kwame Brown. The Michael Jordan's first draft pick was trash.
Oh man, I messed up his name. It was the dude that he was locked up in. Prisons for like something he ain't even.
Yeah,
he was in there for like 2-3 years or something.
Yeah.
Then he ended up hanging himself.
Wasn't Kwame Brown, but
what's his name?
I don't remember, but it wasn't Kwame Brown. She said Kwame Brown. Oh, the Bobcats?
Khalif Broder. Oh man.
Kwame Brown. Oh wow.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to have we need professional laptops.
We need a guy or girl for that matter that sits right here like, what's the Jay-Z biography? And then we keep talking, and then they're like, oh, it's so and so, so and so.
You see, it'd be always somebody off. Like, if you listen, it'd be always somebody off the mic.
Yeah, even podcasts or whatever.
Just ask questions, or they pull something up for you, and you can see it on the screen.
She said each episode is 3 hours.
Oh man.
Now, what are you watching? I don't know what you're watching.
But I don't know what Hidden Color. I'm about to Google it since I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you do it because I don't know since both of us do it. But anyway, Hidden Colors. I don't even know what that is though.
Hidden Colors. 2000. It came out in 2011. Hidden Colors. The untold history of people of Aboriginal, Moor, and African descent. You can go down to all of the Caribbean, Mexico.
But is it like
places in Europe? Like,
these are like
everywhere. We everywhere for real.
Well, clearly, these are like disc sets. I mean, not disc sets, but like
I'm looking at it right now. It says Hidden Colors 1, Hidden Colors 2, Hidden Colors 3, Hidden Colors 4. So,
I didn't know it was a set. I thought it was just a movie about the women on the NASA program.
It's just the history of people of color around the globe.
That's dope.
You know what's crazy? Like, traveling and stuff. When I went to the Dominican, like, skin. If we look at Tito Ortiz, looked like, he looked black. You know what I'm saying?
As long as he ain't talking.
He looked black, and then he started talking some other.
It's English, even America, even playing American baseball, nigga, for 15 years. This nigga talk like, nigga, he never left the island. Like, nigga, what word are you saying right now? I have no idea.
You pay right now, but they look black. Like they really look black, but of course they got black in them. But then they got black, Spain. They got Spaniard. I don't know.
Spanish.
Spain. It's country Spain though. Mm-hmm. They got Spanish. Yes, you're right. Spanish. Then they got, and then it's like something else. But they look.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Andrew said, "I'm thinking about Hidden." Remember, I was telling you I was getting the movies mixed up last week anyway.
Oh, Hidden Figures. Hidden Colors.
Yeah, so you got Hidden Figures, and you got somebody told me it was called Hidden Fences. But Fences was his own movie, and then I'm all the way confused. My bad.
You just reminded me. That's why I messed up that's why I was wrong. I said like Denzel was in an interview, but it was Pharrell who was in the interview because he did a soundtrack for Hidden Figures.
Yeah, but
they had asked him.
hidden fences. Yeah. Okay.
All right, but anyway.
No, I got it. Like everybody in the comments telling me how wrong I am. You're right.
Hidden figures, hidden colors, fences.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah, I didn't know. That was on me. That was on me because it's the same thing, just a bunch. But like it's just a bunch of combinations. Like so, I didn't know. All right, but I'm with y'all now. I'm with you.
So, down in the middle, everybody look black. Like, I mean, I get a black vibe. I'm comfortable. So, went in the ocean. Mind you, I'm not a swimmer at all. So we went like snorkeling or something. So we get to the coral reef, and first of all, I wasn't gonna snorkel at all. I'm like, I'm not a swimmer, but then it's like we got life jackets. I'm like, cool, life jackets. I'm good. I'm safe. I put on the life jacket. They get the the snorkel gear, whatever, with the glasses and the little tube so you can breathe. I jump in the water, pop back up.
I wanted to check and make sure the life jacket was working.
Like, it was on, but it was like basically up to like, up to here.
You got straps on, right?
Yeah, it got straps, but it was up. But I'm in the water. I ain't like I ain't about to unstrap them while I'm in the water. I can't swim, so I'm like holding water, like the snorkel thing cover your nose like this, so water just getting in my mouth. I can't breathe.
Wait. Let me just say this: since your mom and your dad was watching earlier, I single-handedly blame y'all for not letting Byron outside, like with the rest of the kids, because we very easily, like, he could have went to Will and Rec with us, and he would have learned how to swim, or he could have really easily went to what's the other one on 80 off of Central. Oh, no, actually it's off of Quincy.
It's like I know it, but
whatever the other Rex is. But we learned at Woodland. You could have very easily went to Woodland Rec with us. So I single-handedly blame y'all for not letting Byron out the house and coming to learn to swim. All right, go ahead.
So, water getting in my, my mouth and stuff. So I immediately get back on the boat because I'm like, this ain't for me. So my wife and her friend, they looking for me like, where you go? You just jumped in. Like, I'm looking on the boat like, nah, I can't do it. I'm good. Like, I'm cool. Like, this is not for me. Like, come on, get in.
Jay-Z. My first time jumping in the oven with.
I probably look just like
first
that.
First time jumping in the oven when it's fair. What is it? When just how you would think. Like, dude, I was panicking because my first time in the ocean. I didn't know what to do with myself.
So, anyways, I got up the courage to get back in. So I get back in, like, kind of like a struggle dog paddle over there to where they was at. And, I'm still like just like, scared. Like, I think I'm gonna drown with a life jacket on. Like, it just wasn't for me. So the guy come over because he seen I was struggling. So he was like, hang on to the, little life preserver thing so you be all right. So I got this grown ass man dragging me with a life preserver across the ocean, right? So of course my wife was just laughing at me, just like you laughing at me now. She think it's funny. She know I can't swim, but they didn't set me up because they didn't pay for it. They paid for it for me, so that's the only reason why I'm there in the first place. So, I'm getting dragged by this life preserver. So we finally get over the coral reef and I'm looking down. I'm like, oh, some nice fish. Try to touch one of the fish. You like swim by or whatever. So then I come back up. I'm just chilling. So the instructor looked down, look at the fish, and he pop up like, oh shit, that was a big ass black fish. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell somebody who can't swim? I'm sitting right next to you. That's a big ass black fish. Like, what do you mean? Like, I ain't never seen a fish that was big. Like, I would consider big. Like, so I'm just, like, I'm trying to swim, but I ain't moving nowhere because I can't. I'm in the ocean. Like, I ain't never swimming no ocean water. I really ain't moving. Like, I was stressed, man. But the moral of the story is,
learn to swim, nigga. Like,
the moral of the story is, he said it was a big blackfish, but after he said it was a big blackfish, he said, I ain't trying to be racist or nothing, but like, he's speaking English. Some good ass English, but anyway, he said I ain't trying to be racist. That was a big ass black fish. Now I'm looking like, the fuck you mean? Like, you black? Like, I think you blacker than me? Like, what do you mean? Like, I never heard somebody who's blacker than me talk about I ain't trying to be racist. So that let me know it's like, see, that confused me. Like, I was confused.
That's funny. See, Story. Like, first off, I took away something different. Like, if you a guide and you out here all the time, and you say that was a big ass black fish, like, it must be a big black fish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you out here all the time, and you like, oh, like you even you shook. This must be a huge fish. So I would panic like you. So I'm not saying
he do this every day.
Yeah, and he be like, that's a huge fish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. But he wasn't a grown man. He was like 14.
Nah. I thought I was gonna die. It was over with.
So I don't know. the guy was 14. The 14-year-old guy dragging you around the coral reef. Yes, nigga.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyways, we went in shallow water after that. It was like a club. It was cool.
Anyway, so back to the initial thing before that absolutely ridiculous story.
But the moral of the story was he was black, but he didn't think he was black.
Yeah, but that's how, like, if you look at Brazil, like, you ever go to Brazil or you really think about Brazil, you got Brazilians and then you got like black Brazilians, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which they really treated bad because they are darker skinned. We both grew up in the same neighborhood, the same year, the same time, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The same country, same city. Like, but I'm darker, so I'm not really Brazilian, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's kind of ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I guess it is what it is. But it's funny because all people, science would tell you, all people started in the same place, same area. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As people ventured out, as slaves was took from Africa, as people ventured out, the pigment changed. You know what I'm saying? You get further away from the equator, you get lighter people, mm-hmm. Closer to the equator, darker people. Mm-hmm. Literally, you know what I'm saying?
Basically all the same. They all believe the same.
Literally all the same. Like, the further away from the equator you get, the less sun you get, so your skin mm-hmm. got to become lighter. You know what I'm saying?
Change.
Yeah, right, exactly. Where if you closer, your skin, everything stays the same because you need the thicker hair because you're closer to the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just common sense stuff. And then you got the people, then during slavery times, you got people that was took from Africa where, you know what I'm saying, everything started from whatever. And you go by these islands to sell people, you drop people off. But now you got this African guy or woman, whatever, mating with this, Spain pretty much own the islands for the most part. So now you get a mix, just like it is now, you get a mix of races. And now you got dark-skinned people speaking Spanish, thinking that they just from the island, but they're really from Africa. Like, your ancestors are from Africa, you know what I'm saying? But you from Puerto Rico, because that's the island that you grew up on. And then they dropped more people off in Florida, which was all Spanish, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All people started from that. Like, it's all the same, you know what I'm saying? And people, and you're right, like, people from the island don't think they're black. y'all niggas, like, y'all are Spanish-speaking black people. Like, that's it, but y'all are black nonetheless. And when you look at how they treat it in their own countries, they treat it like black people treated in America to an extent, you know what I'm saying? But it's all the same. Like, it's really no difference. But they do, people from the islands do try to pretend like they're not black at all, or they don't even know what you're talking about.
Like, you know, under this ePIFFany media Scully, like, I'm really bald. So when I was down there, they couldn't tell if I had curly hair, like African black nigga hair,
know what you was, yeah,
or straight hair. So they looking at me like, they speak Spanish. Some Dominican. Like, I shake my head. They like, some American. I'm like,
I was like, what's the Spanish word for It's like gay? Like, gay?
For real?
Yeah, or K is like CHU or something like that. Like, gay?
I'm like,
Just said it a bunch of times. Like, I used to talk to the Spanish. She was Puerto Rican, and that's all her mom used to say all the time. Like, like, but y'all both Puerto Rican. Like, you know what she's saying, but for whatever reason, they just say, huh? Yeah, you ever have a conversation with a Jamaican person?
Yes, plenty of times.
And they just say, huh, all the time. Like, you speak like you know what I'm saying. Like, why? Like, I feel like it's just a placeholder. Like, you just saying it just to say it.
Like, I'm speaking real regular English. You speaking English with like I don't know what kind of. Well, I don't know what you're putting on it,
but you know what I'm saying. Like, it ain't. Yeah, I ain't saying no words that you ain't never heard before. They just like they just say huh, and then just keep talking like the conversation. Like, it's just something to do.
It's like if you listen to a person from like the UK accent mixed with like I don't know, like they take that and make it what more Jamaican. Like I don't
say do what?
Take a person from the UK accent because that's where like they where they from, and you take people from Africa, and I guess you get a crazy accent like that.
I don't know,
but they can speak regular English at the same time.
Yeah,
they won't.
It's weird, man. Like,
what do they call it? Patos or something?
I have no idea.
Like something like that. When they start speaking that,
I don't know. I know. No, we talked about Mo a couple shows ago. You know, say R.I.P. Mo, whatever. But we like so him like my mother like they hung around because of what they did, the business they was in. They hung around with a lot of Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so they constantly around, and we talk about the same stuff, like, or they talk about the same stuff, like, they would always say, huh? And then, like, you know, like, we just did this, like, you know what we're talking about, and they still say, huh, all the time. Like, I just don't even understand it. But whatever, man. Don't make me lie to you. I just don't. I don't know.
But I wish I knew like a lot of languages. That's the only thing that I think about all the time. Like I wish I knew French, Italian, Portuguese, more Spanish.
You know a little Spanish?
A little. I'm talking about very little.
I don't know nothing. Zero.
That's it. But look, I'm about to take
Uno.
Real quick break, and then we're gonna get back into some more great commentary.
Give me some drink when you come back.
This is this basic commercial. This is where your product or whatever you want could be right here. Hey, I was just at this mechanic shop. Put my car together, like it's riding so good, them struts is on. Boom. There you go. Like go here, because he's better than fucking Midas and Firestone. Fuck them. Like I couldn't even do business with them if they offered. Like I'm like, fuck y'all.
I'm shitty. Yeah, I'm not only y'all shitty, I've never went there in my life because y'all price is ridiculous. And I'm just a normal person trying to make some money out here, trying to work.
And y'all fucked up too many people's cars. I can't fuck with it.
Now that I will believe. Even though I never won, that I will believe. First off, this is a good place for product placement. As y'all can see, the Budweiser logo is faithfully inside of the frame. Even though it's not Budweiser, I'm not even sure what it is, to be honest. That right there in the frame. So yeah, if y'all know any people that's we got, I don't know, without saying too much, like we got products and stuff that people send us and we review and all this stuff. We have no commitment for the show though. That's what we're working on now, and it's tough. It takes a long time. Blah blah blah. So if y'all know some people out there that got their own businesses, it's filthy, by the way.
Hey, you want some beef eater pause?
Yeah, that and some juice or whatever. You can bring it. I'll make it. Don't matter. The juice right there on the first show. But yeah, so just just trying to figure it out. So if y'all know some people with small businesses that like to rock with small businesses, definitely let us know. I rock with small businesses. Yeah, like all this product. Like look at this. Look how much. Look what we can do just on camera. Like we ain't getting paid by Dole. They do make good juice. It's expensive juice, but they make good juice. And dude, this is
juice from Aldi tastes good too.
No, it doesn't. that high fructose juice is trash. I mean, but it's cheap and it's liquid.
So my regular orange juice, not the high fructose.
High fructose orange stuff makes stuff taste terrible. So anyway, I see a couple of laughs up because you know how old this bottle of gin is. Like this ain't like look at the logo. I want you to pay attention. And then the next time you're in the liquor store, I want you to look. Like this ain't like this an old bottle of gin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 1980 something bottle of gin.
Like last time the first and last time I had gin, like I was done.
Like I had plans to make some I dabble in the gummy bear gang a little bit.
Perfections.
Yeah, you know, I like to make my own stuff. I take your product to make it better. And if you doubt me, I can verify. I got plenty of people to vouch. But the beef eater, like first off, it's good. This is an old bottle. I ain't a huge gin drinker, but I had so many plans on doing so much stuff. But when you drink for the show or whatever, you have a tendency to buy bigger bottles because it's more liquor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're making confections, you want a smaller sample size.
Mm-hmm.
I literally got zero small bottles to make anything.
Mm-hmm.
So almost down to that fifth. So anyway, if y'all know any small businesses, man, that's just trying to work. Thanksgiving coming up, Black Friday, you got Small Business Saturday. So if y'all got any people that's trying to advertise anything, like whatever it is, definitely let us know or have them contact us because we can make something happen.
The reason I said something about the mechanic thing because I was like,
I seen it yesterday.
He was like, I would rather just work here at my own shop full time than have to work at another shop, full time to just come here part time. I was like, it's just the reason I just have getting customers to come. And I was like, damn, like for real, I know people would rather come to you than go to the big box stores or whatever. But it's like, but I was thinking like I didn't want to just push it right on them as far as the as far as the business. But it was like, oh.
Yeah. Well, this is your first time rocking with dude?
Well, this is my second time getting some work done, but it wasn't. But that was years ago. Like, I didn't want to just. But I'm gonna have to eventually come back again. It's just, it's just life as far as cars go. But
yeah, so if y'all know anybody, let us know. Or any opportunities, like we open for all that stuff. Like I said, we got
it's a lot of
we got stuff behind the scenes that we working on, like that only the closest of the close know. You know what I'm saying? But whether it's interviews, set the 7 minute for less. That's even something I tried to do yesterday. It literally wasn't. We got a segment called 7 minutes or less with whoever, whoever's doing something around the land, or in or outside of the land. Like, but you got to film so much and then whittle it down to 7 minutes. It literally wasn't enough time to film to do 7 minutes worth of edit work. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So we are working on stuff, but schedules got to line up and everything else. So if y'all know any people or any opportunities for other companies or us, definitely let us know. That's all I can say.
Like, don't be, just because our format is different, don't be scared to rock with us because we're not going to be. So, on your last album.
Oh, bro, I seen that you.
It's not going to have it like some people listen to our, when we first started doing this in 2012, our radio interviews, then I ain't
gonna lie to you.
Really format.
Our interview is dope. Mm-hmm. Like I want to get nostalgic just for a moment. For people that haven't listened to the old shows or whatever, our interviews, it's kind of bragging, it's a humble brag or whatever, but our interviews be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like
a live interview, not 7 minutes or less. Different.
Yeah, that's different. And that's something new.
Interview.
Oh, that's so dope, man. Like we got footage of one. It ain't even our footage. Like somebody was there. They was filming or whatever. But man, like it's so dope. Like the format is so dope because I don't want to do like it's not even complicated, but I just don't want to say it on camera because people might steal it or whatever. Like, but it's so much like a regular conversation, that's how you get people comfortable, and then when people are comfortable, they're more adept at giving you more out of each question that you ask, or to open up more and be comfortable with sharing, just freely sharing stuff without even asking a question. So like just whatever on their mind about anything.
But it's still a method to the madness, though.
Of course it is, but it's so seamless, it's so smooth that it works out so perfectly, man. I like one. I keep saying one day, like somebody gonna mess with us one day, but like we just gotta literally find time to be able to do it because we got people that want to do interviews and stuff. We just gotta do it. We almost even had Ebony J conversations with Ebony J sighting yesterday.
Really?
No joke. Like it was very close, and then this beef eater got in me, and the rest is history. But man, like so, I don't know. We working on stuff. That's not the truth. The alcohol had nothing to do with it. That was after we was committed to doing something else. But we just out here working, man. Y'all can see that we working. I wouldn't say it's all blind, but I probably not. We just ain't published nothing like that. So, but we working though.
They working, but I don't know. People know it, so it is what it is.
That's true.
Like when people know you, it's like whatever. But I feel great about about what we doing. So, but you'll find out eventually. One day maybe. But you know.
So I'll find out.
No, I said
Oh, they'll find out.
Whoever watched this show, they'll find out. But if you're close to it, you already know about some of the things. But
I don't know. We working now. But anyway.
But really, we don't. The only time we promote interviews and stuff like that is like on the show, and then you got you having business. Like I don't understand. Like it's just simple. Like like if you look at how much a commercial on radio costs, a commercial on TV costs, it costs a lot of fucking money. And then you look at okay, I can advertise on Facebook. It might cost less, but your reach ain't gonna be
limited.
Like they really limited your reach to what you gonna want it to be. Like it's not going.
I mean, you get real specific, like only females or only males between the ages of 18 and 25 or whatever. Like it's
like watching
specific.
basketball.
Yeah, it's crazy specific. You can have just a bigger platform that'll be on different.
Right, but you have to pay a lot. Like you have to pay a lot more money. Like a lot of basically the same amount as you paying for anything else for your reach to be really like how you want it to expand your business. But
just saying, just something to think about. I don't want to turn this into a preaching thing on the show, but if y'all know any opportunities or any people looking for advertising work or any opportunity that y'all think would be good for, we definitely open. So hit us up on the Facebook or the Instagram or the anything. Most of y'all got our phone number, so it's cool.
All right, what up?
Your mom died. What you about to say? Go ahead.
Oh, yes. My mother's Mr. Granberry. Like, sounds weird.
Yeah, I can't call her. I can't call her Angela. Like, I would feel so weird calling her Angela.
She asked, "What are you thankful for?"
Before you said though, this is perfect because that's what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
So Thanksgiving coming up.
I forgot to put the thing. I should have put
Thanksgiving show. That's cool. We can do that.
Show.
But
I went to the Christmas show. I got some tricks up my sleeve.
I don't know what that means. But Thanksgiving coming up, you buy me a gift.
You bought me a Swiss Army knife one time, so.
I mean, I'm a good friend. Like, I know what you're getting at. Anyway, but no, Thanksgiving coming up. Like I said, Black Friday is huge or whatever. It's kind of like Black Thursday and Friday now. Small Business Saturday. So I'm just saying, man.
Small Business Saturday. You got for sale.
Definitely think about your Small Business Saturday, man. Because we're gonna be doing the same thing.
We should post up in the arcade on.
I think it's art. You got to register already by now, though.
Yeah, more than it. That's a lot of business.
Yeah. So, but I do. That is something I want to do.
Just be down there selling hats.
I'm with it. We gotta make that shit. So, what you thankful for? We gotta make that shit happen ASAP.
No, just to remind me. This weekend about to be because you got on that Small Business Saturday. You got the lights are getting lit. Downtown, so it's gonna be a lot of people down there. Then you got the Small Business Saturday inside of the arcade, and it's just gonna be just a lot of people downtown.
Oh, that's great. I love Cleveland so much. Like around this time of year, because what I've noticed is that like the troublemaker don't really come out like when it's cold. They just don't do it. Like I would come beat your ass, but it's cold. Like I ain't doing it. I ain't driving all the way over there. It's cold. I ain't doing it. So in the wintertime, for the most part, everybody that's outside, man, they just kind of have a good time or see something cool. Like now that they renovated Public Square, like going on there for the lights be super dope. The arcade is always dope, historic. I'm looking forward to it. People hate the winter. The winter is one of my favorites. Fall is my absolute favorite, but the winter is one of my favorites because there's just so much stuff going on. You got the Christmas Story House. There's just so much stuff going on. So
Christmas Story House. Stay packed around this time.
Your mom told me to call her Miss G.
Okay.
Call her.
Never heard that before in my life. But all right.
Mrs. Bart Grimberg. Anyway, so what are you thankful? What are you thankful for?
Oh yeah, I'm thankful for friends, family, health, and marginal, very very marginal amount of wealth.
Oh, marginal as in
not a lot, but I can get my bills paid.
Meaning, depending on the scale that you're scaling it on. I got you. Oh, what am I thankful for? Like, are you ever be thankful for so much stuff that like it's hard to list? Like, cause then people gonna be like, oh, I wasn't on the list or it wasn't in order. Like, man, it's just something like it's been a wild good year though. All the stuff that's happened behind the scenes, like, it's been a pretty solid year. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So family, health, of course. New relationships, business or otherwise. New opportunities. Like ePIFFany Media is so dope too. We got merch. That's crazy.
Well, how long has it been? When did we start? When was our first show?
June 20th of 2000 and whatever this year is.
All right, so about 6 months.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like if somebody would have told you back in 2012 like that we have merchandise,
I didn't even think about it back then, which is
like niggas didn't think about it at all. Like having we had logos but no merchandise. I didn't even think about merchandise. It's just crazy.
Like this time we sat down, picked, we had like 3 different people offering our logo, and then we got to pick our logo, and it was.
I just want to say this. I don't remember his name because it was he had a company or whatever, but he was the only black guy, right? Mm-hmm. But not like he didn't ask us to do logos and stuff. Like he took the initiative and took what we did and literally just created it, and then he sent it to us. Like, what do you think? Like that's ingenuity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can we ever not anything like that? Like, how can we ever not? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even saying that we gave him a leg up.
We can't knock the hustle on that one.
And I ain't even saying we gave him a leg up. You know what I'm saying? Just because he was black. Because if the price was crazy, we wouldn't have went with it. Or if the logo was crappy, we wouldn't have went with it.
Right.
But when you do it without asking, just put your vision, your spin on it. Like, how can we not rock with you? Like, how can we not give you a chance, like, to be great?
It wasn't even because of what color he was. It was because I remember we was at a crossroad. Like, we got 3 different people. Thinking about the price on all of them. The 2 dudes, they sent us, like, templates or other stuff that they did for other people and put our logo in. Okay, I like that one, kind of, whatever. This 3rd dude, the guy that we ended up going on with, didn't send us nothing. And just randomly, like, I started getting...
like, everything. It was crazy.
Like a whole 5. Well, actually, how many? Like 20. Like
it was a wrap. There was a lot of different logos. Oh man, different color schemes. The different the script was different or something. It was just crazy. Like man, like so. Shout out to that dude. Like, we reviewed him and all that stuff, but even for him, like I'm thankful for him to be able to take the initiative. He's like a black belt or something like all those karate trophies or something in his picture is weird, but But like, even thankful for him to be able to, you know, what I'm saying, like, put us in a spot where like it made everything easier. Like, so you got people that's offering to do stuff for you, somebody that take the initiative. And when you're doing a small business, that's something I can respect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if his price was lower or higher. I know it was ballpark.
But it wasn't like crazy expensive. But for what we got, it was worth it.
It was crazy. Like, right, exactly. So even
Like,
for
he
him,
took
man.
initiative on upon himself, not to only make the logos, but make business cards.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like, look, the business card thing is free. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ask for a logo, like, I'm willing to do this. I'm gonna put it in this format for you, so you don't gotta pay to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, cuz on point.
like
So
that's somebody who was somebody who was the definition of hustle.
he was on it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I love.
Like, that's why he won. That's why he won. But even though he still had the dopest logo. But even if he would have had the dopest logo, we probably would have went with him anyway. But his hustle, it was like we gotta go with him now.
Yeah, and you gotta do it now.
Like, it's no question. We gotta get the money together now.
Like, if you call somebody on the phone and be like, hey, I got an idea for this, and they're like, oh yeah, come on to the shop. And you get to the shop and they're like, well, I took all the information you gave me on the phone, which was nothing, and this is what I thought you might enjoy. And you're like, okay, well, here's your money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how could I not do that, man? So I don't know. It was crazy. But so anybody that's starting a business or anything like that and you're looking for a logo guy, definitely hit us up. I'll point you in this direction. And maybe when we do business down the line, we'll get a discount or whatever. Or not even. I don't even want to say we're just doing it for the discount because you do good work, man, and you do it quick. Like, I can't even argue. When we needed edits and stuff, like, he was able to do that quick too. So I'm rocking with dude all the way. Yeah, man, I am blessed, thankful, and grateful with your mindset. Yeah. I agree 100%. Like, it's been a crazy year. Like, I mean, every year got roller coaster, got ups and downs. I think. I mean, this kind of, like, from this calendar year alone, like, not even 2018, but just the calendar year, I couldn't agree with that more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a bunch of up and downs. Like, Epiphany Media in June was great. Like, the first show was on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you take off from there. Like, and then we just been doing our thing, man. So I'm definitely thankful for
it's definitely going to be a slow grind, but it's, you know.
We're used to that. But it's a...
But it ain't, but just starting, you know, getting the first show done and over with.
That's all that, sometimes that's all it takes, man.
So as we got the first show, it was right back where we needed to be. Next show, we had a different camera, I believe. Was it the next show?
I know every week, I don't remember if it was the next show for the camera, but every week, man, we added stuff every week for a long time. Mm-hmm. Every week, and we got the light or whatever. I don't think the light was first. They were like, all right, well, we gotta get a better light. Just like then the camera or whatever. Like, but every week we're adding something different, trying to find out something new we could do, and just to put on a better show and be able to, man, attack our dream in any way we can. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it's a slow grind. It's always it's never easy. Being an entrepreneur ain't easy financially or otherwise, but man, you gotta.
But I say it'll be worth it at the end, though.
It's always worth it. And like we always say, at the very least, if none of this go nowhere, then the however many people we got watching now, like, if it never go anywhere further than this, that's still all right. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, I'm very confident. Like, I'm never not confident about, especially about this.
Yeah, I definitely gonna say that.
Like, I'm very confident about it. But what I like, huh? Oh, she said blame it on Trump.
That is what part? That it's tough to be does it tough to have a small business?
Could be. I'm not sure that she's gonna have to elaborate on exactly what she was referring to, because I was confused about exactly what she was referring to.
So you just wasn't gonna say nothing?
No, I seen it when it first popped up. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Erica, what you mean by blame it on Trump? I do anyway, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, I'll blame it on the
economy. She might be talking about the economy.
The economy good though, but I'm not blaming that on Trump. That's all Barack. Like, it was already on the man.
Barack literally said, "Take all the issues that I didn't finish and say it was yours." Literally, but hey, we ain't gonna get into politics.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
The first part of the show, because if you missed it, you missed it.
You can go back and rewind.
You can go back after it's over. It's gonna be.
But what y'all thankful for? Like what y'all thankful
what
for?
Are y'all thankful for?
Like how's been your years? What I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like a.
And don't be scared to comment. Like don't be a ghost. Like you comment.
We see y'all. We watching. Y'all watch us. Not really watching y'all, but you know what I mean. But the ups and downs. Yeah, absolutely. He helped. I ain't gonna blame it solely on him, but that nigga helped. Like, it was a time where it's tough to sleep because you're like, nigga, it's gonna be nuclear bombs gonna hit America. Like, you know what I'm saying? But so ups and downs, I definitely partly blame on him, but not all of it. So yeah, like, what are y'all thankful for though? I'm curious to find out.
Yeah, this entrepreneurship, like it's a lot of work, but it's worth it though. Like when we first started in 2012, it was more so we was just it was different. Like I don't know, we was just happy to have our own, but we really didn't think about the business aspect of it. Like I remember when Artizar, when we were at when we was at B-Dot's little conference she had, the Make It Work conference, the first one, or it could have been the second one.
I only went to the first one. I went to the first one.
I only went to one, but it could have been the first Make It Work 1 or 2. I really can't remember. It was a Make It Work conference. But anyways, he was like, "Yeah, when y'all gonna get paid for this?" And I was like, "Damn."
He said that at the conference.
Yeah, he was talking to me and you.
You was on stage, nigga.
No. This was after with the networking portion.
Oh, okay.
He was like, "Yeah, when y'all gonna start getting paid?" I was like, "Damn. Like, when are we gonna start getting paid for this?" Because I mean, we put in a lot of work. We wasn't even thinking about really getting. We was thinking about it on a whole different level. It's just way different now.
Because we wasn't thinking about getting paid.
We just doing it because it was fun. I guess
it was fun. And we love what we did, and the people that we was helping, like the movement we was pushing, like all of that was great. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff helped us. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like ePIFFany Radio did exactly what we wanted it to do, minus winning Ohio Hip Hop Award. Like minus winning awards. Like ePIFFany Radio did exactly what we wanted to do.
I was gonna say we was Leonardo DiCaprio. We should have got an award,
but we didn't. We got snubbed, right? I understand. So, but we put a bunch of people in a position to get a bigger audience, or at the minimum to have something recorded, whether it's freestyles or an interview or whatever, and to be able to take that and do, and prosper with it. We did exactly what we wanted to do in the city as well as outside of the city. You know what I'm saying? Like ePIFFany Radio did exactly what we needed it and wanted it to do. Like I can't even lie. Like we weren't even thinking money at the time, so we couldn't even put that as a goal. But as far as just what our goal was at the time, it did exactly what we needed to do.
Right. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let you ponder on this while you're doing whatever you
go ahead. But
I was gonna say, of course, Bone Thugs and Harmony are like they legends in Cleveland. Are there any other rappers that you would refer to as a legend
in the city?
Yeah, in the city, we would refer to as a legend because I mean we had rappers who made albums, signed with a major labels, but who would you consider a legend that's from the city?
Oh.
Because Cleveland ain't like a New York where you got like million, or a lot of rap, hundreds and hundreds of rappers that came through that you can say is a legend. Cleveland is it's a smaller market, but we make a lot of good music. But who would you say is a certified, solidified legend?
Damn. A legend, like not just got on and did good, but like a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Man. That I don't know. That was hard to say, honestly. Oh, that's tough. That's a good one. A legend, though.
A legend. While you ponder, I mean, I said besides Bones, so we already know that they legends in the city.
Right. Who you calling a legend?
Who I'm calling a legend?
Like, cause Cuddy got on, but I don't know if I call him a legend.
I mean, I'll say because he's still in the game right now, but like he is at the top. But just his impact on music, or just his impact on the rap game itself is like evident. Because nobody was. I mean, people, 50 Cent, doing, I'm not singing on the hook. I'm doing the melody. Like, I'm not really singing, whatever. Okay. That was the style back in 2006. I mean, 2002, 2003, or whatever. But when Cuddy came, it was very evident that he trying to really harmonize with the beat, melody, whatever. But also, he was still rapping. But then now, that's all you hear. You know what I'm saying? But him and Drake came at the same time, but Drake at the time was more rapping. He dabbled in the singing, and then what was that? That Take Care was, straight singing or whatever. But Cuddy was that. He was doing it. They had similar styles, but I say, more so Cuddy than Drake. But Drake also, of course, but I say more Cuddy. So to me, I guess. When he stopped doing, rapping or whatever, you can't put him in a genre. But when he started making music, I say he'll be a solidified legend from Cleveland. What about Ray Cash? He only came out with one major label album, but he came out with lots of mixtapes after that. You can't say that he can't rap. You can't say that he can't rap. I like his raps. I can't say that I don't like his raps at all. But he is in a different lane. Like, he repped the streets. He said in his music, he said that he was in the streets doing what he was doing. How do you feel about Ray Cash?
No,
I'm talking about 2018, not 2012.
Well, just to go back, like anybody that listened to the old show, the Epiphany Radio show, know that me and Ray Cash, we have some disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We had some words exchanged or whatever. But overall, I'm a fan. Like that Don King mixtape is something I will listen to today. Like it's a great mixtape, whatever. But legend though, like I don't know. Like Sherelle said that Chip the Ripper. Which
we ain't even get
which I don't want to say. I agree with you if we're talking about Chip the Ripper and not King Chip, because King Chip is he ain't Chip the Ripper. Like he don't got nothing on Chip the Ripper. I know we're gonna lose the older audience because they don't know what we're talking about, but
everything not for everybody. But we're gonna enlighten you.
All right,
Chip the Ripper. Yes.
Chip the Ripper, yes.
Now he got first of all, he got a lot of projects, different styles, capping to, really rapping.
Funny rapping, silly, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a real storytelling rap. Like, Chip the Ripper's dope.
He said his next album gonna be back to that Chip. That's what he said. If it's back to that Chip and he back to that, really, ripping. Than I say, but as far as being a legend, yeah, all right. So, what about Ray Jr.? Now, Ray Jr. he never put out an album that was a whole album that was just.
He got singles that go nationwide though.
His singles
go.
His club songs, like
his singles go.
What you got, Rossi?
Rossi was huge. Like people don't give him enough credit for Rossi. Like Rossi was a nationwide song, like you know what I'm saying? Like legend though.
Then he got the song Red Flames. Basically for the ladies song, he got that. That was a nationwide hit too.
Legend though.
But is he a East Cleveland legend?
Rap legend or just Cleveland legend?
About
Cleveland music legend.
Because that's a totally different conversation. People from not from Cleveland. We talking about Cleveland, strictly Cleveland right now.
Oh, then just like Gerald Levert. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Gerald Levert is a hands down a legend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely ain't rap, but as far as legends go, his dad and them was from Canton, like what do you call them? I can't even think of the name. The Ohio players.
Oh, okay.
Like they're from Canton, most of them. You know what I'm saying? But Gerald Levert from Cleveland, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you got the OJs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like we got legends.
I'm talking about rap legends.
Oh, rap legends.
Rap legends.
As far as rap legends,
like they solidified because their music still getting played today. As far as the players, Gerald Levert, like all them type of people. But I'm talking about rap because Cleveland, we got Bone in the '90s.
That's
like,
it.
They solidified. Like you can't argue that they now legends and the impact they had on the game.
This is the best group ever to me. Group, and I mean more than two people because that's a duo. The best group to me, and that's only because NWA was technically, it was Ice Cube. It wasn't really. I mean, it was a group of niggas, but it was Ice Cube writing for everybody. It really wasn't a group. So as far as rap, niggas, Bone, and that's it. As far as legends.
All right,
people that I like,
MC Ren was writing his stuff. We'll say MC Ren was writing his shit too. But
how dope was it though?
It was Ice Cube and
How dope was MC Ren's career without NWA?
Oh, it was Ice Cube and fucking up right now. Like I feel this like I'm just honoring myself right now. I'm not remembering. You know him.
So yeah, what's your mind? Bone doesn't remember this.
Ice Cube and
DJ Yella.
Oh no!
In the group? What are you talking about?
He was in a group. He was from Houston. But,
Face. I don't know.
No, he from Houston, but he's just his voice fucked up now because he was in an accident.
Nigga from Houston
I'm sorry, Dallas.
Oh. Damn. What did he use to write for them niggas? What is the connection?
Oh, nigga, he was fired.
I'm just trying to figure out the connection.
But then more like when he write, like he made sure to shout out himself in the verse when he writing it. Well, you seen NWA and dude who got into, like, he was drinking and he got into the accident and he saw Suge. He was like Suge's cousin or some shit.
Nigga from Dallas though.
Like when I say his name, you're gonna be like, oh, like people in the comments, please help, because we struggling right now.
Don't help this nigga just talking random music facts. All right, well you search that because I don't know. So anyway,
like I feel like I don't know anything about any type of hip hop right now.
Like before we go off into that, because I don't even know how we got that. We usually chill somewhere. Ja Rule. Who said that? Who said Ja Rule? Your mom?
Why did she say Ja Rule for?
I don't know, but
was she trying to be funny?
I don't know. But I'm about to start calling her Mrs. Granberry.
Oh, the DLC, man. Fuck.
Oh. I didn't know he was from Dallas. I thought he was from Cali.
No.
DLC wrote all of Dr. Dre's stuff before Snoop got there. Wrote all his music. Anyway, Ja Rule, your mom funny.
And he wrote like he wrote some of Snoop's stuff too.
Oh, I believe
it.
Bit. I believe it. DLC was dope. I always liked DLC, but for whatever reason, I guess the accident over there, like he couldn't. His career never took off. But anyway, my thing won't go back now. So now you got to look and find out what people was thankful for. We missed that part.
No, I was like that. But we was moving on because I changed the subject when you got up. I liked every, I loved everything that people were saying about what they were thankful for.
Your mom said because you said Dallas. Ja Rule from New York.
Yeah.
Ja Rule from from.
And 50 Cent on all his masters. So like he is not relevant at all.
He's not from anywhere technically.
Like he had J-Lo saying nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
So he might be alleged for that, but other than that,
no,
it's the same formula with J-Lo or Shanti or whoever.
She's some kind of Spanish. So is Fat Joe. He said nigga. First off, I hate when he said.
Back to reverting. Back to what we said in the early. People got black in them.
Oh yeah.
But do they claim it? You gotta claim it.
No, right. They don't claim it, but they still want to say nigga, and I'm not a fan of it. Every time Fat Joe say nigga, I change the song. What's the one song that he on that's dope to me? DJ Khaled, We Taking Over. I love that song. Soon as Fat Joe get on there, like, I know I'm about to skip the rest of the verse. As soon as you say nigga, every time, I hate it. Your mom said, "Ooh, my bad." That nigga from New York.
But also back to the Cleveland music though. Like, it's a lot of rappers in the city that's starting to get out there. I mean, anybody you like?
Oh, like today, like not legends, but yes, there's a bunch of people. Our artists are a fan before I even knew he did music. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a fan. He don't make music for me. Like, but he make good music though, you know what I'm saying?
Like
that makes sense.
Like we talked about off camera, like sometimes his style can be generic or whatever, but it works.
But it's his style is more widely appealed. Mm-hmm. Like, he don't cuss in his music, like so, or none of that stuff.
But I remember when he used to.
Oh no, did he? I don't know. I know him as a person. Like I said, before he did music. I know for a fact he cussed. Mm-hmm. I know him as a person. I know he cussed. Mm-hmm. But I don't remember him cussing on his music.
He was cussing.
Like,
not a lot. Not like
all the time,
oversaturated, but he was cussing a little bit. Now he don't cuss at all. He still talk about, he wanna well, on his last album. On his last album, he was talking about one of the songs he was talking about. Yeah, I still want to be single and all these girls out here, but he ain't never cussing. I want to have sex with. Next thing you know, he married. Like after the album, like that's how I could just change so fast on you.
Hey,
no cussing though.
It's the big pimpin' motto, man. You can say whatever you want to say, all that, but when you find the right girl or the right guy, all that shit you was talking when you was young is over with. It's over with. You find the right one, it's over with.
But yeah, I like Artizar. I like that teaser from the clear. Like
that's my dog. I haven't sent them. I know T.I. doing some whatever thing. I haven't sent it to him. He's like, good look. Like we ain't never had no conversation or whatever, but I rock with dude. I rock with him. Yeah, I like him. It's weird though. Like this might not even give me no trouble because whatever it's gonna be, whatever it's gonna be. But he remind me of Plies, not rapping style, but he remind me of Plies as in when he doing his own music, he do the harmonizing, singing type stuff sometimes, like on the hook or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then like when he freestyling or on somebody else stuff, like he's the hardest nigga, pause, like the hardest nigga on the planet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which that's the music that I like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I like the wild talking, you know what I'm saying, street talk. Like that's the music I like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm not so big into but I get it, because you ain't making music just for me. Like, I understand it, but I put him in that Plies category because when he on his own stuff, it's kind of he just sing a lot or whatever. He do the hooks or whatever. I don't know if he don't got nobody to do the hooks or if he just want to do it, whatever. That's his preference. Like, but when he on other people's stuff or just like freestyling, man, he be murdering stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the music I like. Teaser from the Clear. I rock with him definitely. Like
the rappers from Cleveland that's mainstream right now, like they're not doing bars, but bars isn't what's popular anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
But the mainstream rappers from Cleveland right now, they're not bar oriented. You know what I'm trying to say? Or, you know,
try one more time.
They're not about them bars. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you're right. They're not about them bars. Yeah.
I can spell it, but
they're not orientated. I get you. Yeah, I got you. But this is funny. It's funny. But
wife get on me all the time about my.
But yeah, that's just anywhere. Like nobody's who?
My pronunciation.
I thought you said that.
The English language.
Yeah, so I don't know, but yeah, so I don't really get on him for that, but I'm a huge fan of his freestyles. Like I said, that's a dude that I love to do an interview with. As long as I keep my cuts to a minimum. It's an inside joke, y'all. Anyway, all right, man. So we've been on this thing for 2 hours.
Hell no. Oh, never mind.
What do you mean?
30 minutes went by fast.
It did. Like I wanted to set the thing, and it flew by exactly.
I'm like, hold on, because I just saw an hour and 36 minutes. You can't do 2 hours already.
Yep.
I guess I'm wrong, but
All right, man. So we don't want to keep y'all, but as always, you know what I'm saying. What I'm thankful for is y'all people that tune in, y'all that support us. You know what I'm saying. Whether you buying stuff or whether you
just watching the show,
interacting with us.
If you don't like it, that's cool too. You can entertain.
Like anything. Like I appreciate y'all. I want to say above all else, according to my tattoo, it's not possible. But y'all definitely high up there. I appreciate all y'all people that watch live or later. Yeah, I don't know, man. I appreciate y'all. I really do.
Definitely appreciate each and everybody who tuned in.
Because otherwise, it'll just be me talking to this thing all day, and we don't got to drive a bunch of miles to do that. We can just jump on the phone or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in and all the support y'all give us, man. Y'all the reason that we keep doing it. Part of the reason. Don't give yourself that much credit. Y'all some of the reason why we do come back and do this every week.
Because before when we first started, we had no idea who listened to the show at all. Like I had literally no idea who listened to the show.
And we did Epiphany Radio. Like we literally have no idea. You know what I'm saying? But it worked out.
We got some idea, a little bit.
Maybe we did. I didn't. I tell you what, when we did Epiphany Radio, I just want to share this real quick. I don't want to keep going, but we did Epiphany Radio. I did nothing but show up and talk.
Yeah, I asked them, I'm like, so I got this radio show. Like, it's weird to even talk about it now. Like, yeah, I got some radio show I'm trying to do.
For them?
No, I'm just showing you this, but I'm showing you it, but we ain't about to talk about it.
I'm definitely not talking about it unless they want to spend some money.
But yeah, I got this radio show I'm trying to do. Are you trying to get on it? He's like, so all I got to do is talk. Like, yeah, all you got to do is talk. All right, that's cool. Just got to show up.
It's easy. But then, as you start doing it, you see it ain't. You remember our first couple of shows, and you're like,
I don't remember.
Like, you don't? Nigga,
well, no, actually, I do. Like, yeah, I do remember the very first show. Like, he was nervous. Like, what you got a bottle of?
I don't know. We was drinking heavy. Like, I don't think we would be drinking as heavy if we wasn't on camera. Like, now we just want to look like we were, and we older. Like, we don't want to look like ridiculous, but. Yes, we was broke. We was poor then. Like we was drinking super cheap. There wasn't no craft beer. It was like Old English and VSQ or something like.
Bud Ice. It was really drinking Bud Ice.
It was bad, man.
Bud Ice, VSQ.
But
real bad.
But I remember like we had like breaks segmented, and it was like so we would do we would come on, we'd talk for like 10 minutes. Or so, and we had like 5, 10, 7 minutes of songs or whatever. Then we play like 5, 6 songs. And we'd come back and then we, like taking breaks and stuff. Like until you start doing this, like you don't know how long 10 minutes are kind of like 10 minutes now to us like, man, we need more time. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 minutes then, we're like, well, I guess that's Oh, but what about the try to reach and think of something? Just have dead space or dead sound or whatever, and there ain't video where you can look and see it. Like we quiet now. Like you see niggas thinking or looking at the phone or something.
I'm looking at my phone, but I can still.
No, I'm just saying. Like
I can still. No, we can still talk. Look at our phone.
Yeah,
but when we first started, it was like, that's
10 minutes is a long time, but it ain't really that long time. Yeah, so I don't know. Right, exactly. So I don't know. If y'all haven't listened to it, I strongly recommend y'all, and they're not as long as this. Like this is a 2-hour video or whatever. So like I said, we appreciate y'all. But if y'all want to go back and listen to the old stuff, go to YouTube and type in ePIFFany Radio, ePIFFany Radio, and you'll see the old logo, and you can listen to it. And like I said, they're not as long, it's more chopped up, but you'll hear exactly, and I do mean exactly what we talk about. Like, it be dead space sometimes, then we come in and the sound be off or whatever. Like, it's all a learning thing, but shout out to ePIFFany Radio. I might listen to some old ePIFFany Radio tonight because it was just a dope. I never listened to it. Crazy. I can recite some of it by heart. But anyway, we want to keep y'all. I appreciate y'all chilling out with us as always. I'm going to finish my drink, and then that's gonna be it for me.
Well, I guess until next Sunday. Next Sunday, yeah, holiday, nothing. Chilling off. We can report back on how the meals went.
Oh, yeah.
Is your aunt cooking?
One of them is. Hey, let me tell y'all this real quick. While we still got a couple people watching. So look, she watched the last show, right? So she got.
I sent her put LOL.
Yeah, so she got not upset, but she was like, "Oh, like Emmanuel tried to not play me." She said something like, "Emmanuel tried to do something." She said, "I tried to." It wasn't good, like not put on, but like I tried to front her or something. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like this is what I tried to do. Like I tried and other people tried. Like we just couldn't make it happen. Like, but I didn't try to front you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know.
You said I ain't trying to be biased. Like, so I ain't gonna say nothing. The food, I already said the food was good.
I know she could. Yeah, I know she could cook. I'm just talking about as far as bringing on the show. Like I've tried to. I was trying to pay her to advertise on our show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you see, we just had some apple juice. After you drink apple juice, might be home. You need something to wash it. The apple juice got to wash down something.
The last 30 minutes, once we get the right sponsor, the last 30 minutes, y'all just gonna watch us eat food. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great time though. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But not that but my other aunt is cooking, and we'll definitely put it together though. I'll see what I can figure something out. But in the meantime, y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Have a good Black Friday if you go out, or Black Saturday, or Small Business Saturday. Come mess with us. Don't mess with none of the other small businesses because I'm biased.
and if we're gonna go out for Black Friday, the big box stores are buy stuff, but we ain't gonna buy nothing from y'all. Well, let me tell you about the real history of Black Friday.
We'll tell you on the next show. We'll tell you on the next show after you spent your money already.
Yeah.
But like I said, appreciate y'all. Mess with us anytime. You don't gotta be just Black Saturday. Small Business Saturday. Have a good Black Friday if you go out. Be safe and have a good Thanksgiving, man. We really appreciate y'all. Y'all too on Instagram. I see we always look at the Facebook camera, but the IG Live, whatever, is running too. So your mom says she'll see you Tuesday when you balling nothing but gutter balls.
Nah, see, I got my ball drill on. I set it up there went up there on Saturday. It'd be done on Tuesday. So I'm gonna go pick it up and go straight. So this is fit my hand perfectly, and then I go straight to bowling strikes.
Y'all on the same team?
Yes, the team.
Y'all on the same team though.
Mm-hmm.
So I was captain. This is how I see you Tuesday.
Yeah, so we gonna. I don't know who we playing, but like I gotta, I just need more practice. But every time I go, like
nigga trash is what he's saying.
No, like I'm way better than from the beginning. I was super trash. Now I'm regular trash.
Oh, Bart tuned in. Hey, Bart. Hey, if y'all need an extra, if y'all need an alternate, cause you trash, let me know. I'll come through. I'll come through in the snow and everything.
You could have came. You could have came for alternate.
Yeah, I might show up as an alternate or something. I don't know. Maybe. Like I don't got no finesse. I'm all about the power game. You can give me some pointers. You can give me some pointers in the meantime.
Yeah, when I'm there, my father trying to give me tips, the other guy trying to give me tips.
You must really be trash. All right. Hey, just real quick. I know we got to go, but since Bart joined in, Bart, I need you to tell me. I need y'all to tell me, whoever, like, did y'all just add Byron to the team because, like, he's like the last person that y'all knew? Like, y'all just had to fill the roster, like, or was it like a real choice, or was it like, oh, we don't have any choice, but let's ask Byron because.
But mind you, I never like voted before in my life. But
so you must have been the last person that they knew.
But since I've been balling,
how many people told y'all no before y'all asked Byron? That's what I want to know.
All I'm gonna say is like, since the ball is fitted to my hand, man, there can be no excuses why I can't control it like I want to control it. So
that's now you can start the ball.
So
would y'all be disappointed if now that he got? Oh, okay. Well, that's different. That's still not a real choice. Like you just want to have a family team. If he wasn't family, like y'all would have like get Byron because. Anyway, would y'all be disappointed if he got all his work done to his bowling ball, but then what if he's still trash?
No, it's not gonna happen because like I was worried about gripping the ball tight enough so I can hold it. Because the person I got it from hand was like huge, so I got to grip it. I had to grip the ball better, pause, so it was throwing me off. But now I don't got to worry about that. Now I can focus on what I need to focus on and throw it over and over again in the same spot. I'll be all right.
All right, man. I'm just asking questions. I'm just curious about it.
So yeah, we're about to end the show.
I said it was a real choice. We're gonna have a family team. No, those are two different things. Like just because you're family, mean you gotta have a family team. Oh, all right. I'll back off of them, Bart. You win. I'll back off of them. I don't want no trouble.
So yeah, we're gonna end the show. We'll be back next Sunday, 5 p.m. Be sure to tune in. 5 to 7-ish. Yes, we're gonna be like, what's the one restaurant by you? V's Chicken or whatever. Like 7-ish, like kind of. That's when we close. Might close at 6:30, 6:10.
Yeah, don't never know. Yeah, so I don't know, but I appreciate y'all joining in. I let my man go bowl or whatever. I won't give him no more trouble. Shout out to the Instagram live. Yeah, man, thanks for tuning in. Yep. I'm gonna say salute to the city because it's my catchphrase as long as you don't steal it.
I'm gonna say see y'all next time. Godspeed.
Man, have a happy Thanksgiving because have a happy Thanksgiving because I don't know what I said the first time. But yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see y'all next Sunday. ePIFFany Media.
Salute to the city.
Terrible.